Hey everyone, and welcome back to Game On.
I'm Nick.
And I'm John.
Well, it's about that time again.
What are you talking about?
Well, after the big commercial, we usually do a big game review.
Oh, we're doing Kingdom Hearts for 3DS, right? Didn't that come out like last July?
I don't know what you're talking about. Here's our review of Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance is a new title out for the 3DS. In this game, you get to play as both Sora and Riku, who are attempting to become Keyblade Masters. This game changes it up a bit by introducing a new thing called flow motion. You can easily fly around the map and combo into enemies in many more ways than before. Flow motion will take a little getting used to, but it's very fun. The levels are very open, which is a great improvement from the other Kingdom Hearts titles. The story in the game is a bit strange at times. Characters show up out of nowhere and talk about literally nothing. This game implements a strange pet system called Dream Eaters. When you play with these pets, they will level your character attributes and give them stat boosts or new abilities. Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance is hands down the best Kingdom Hearts handheld title, and it's a must-have for hardcore fans. We give Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance for the 3DS 8 Disney characters out of 10. Hi, we're back, and we just reviewed Kingdom Hearts. So what do you think about Kingdom Hearts, John?
I hate the storyline, but I think that's for another day.
Another day? Mm-hmm. Oh, and we're here with Andrew, last name?
Hubbard.
Andrew Hubbard. And, well, what do you think of Kingdom Hearts, first off?
I like it. It gets silly, but it's fun.
Okay, that's pretty much all we have to say about it. It's a very straightforward consensus. So now we're on to this discussion. And the discussion is, what makes a game last long?
I think one thing that makes a game last long is the simplicity of it. So you've got games like the original Super Mario Brothers.
You can play that for hours.
Yeah, because
definitely.
you hold forward and you just jump and that's it. And then maybe you'll throw a fireball at it.
Wait, you're saying Assassin's Creed 3?
No, Assassin's Creed 3 is puppeteering the game.
You can
That's
throw
everything.
fireballs in Assassin's Creed now? Neato.
Yeah, but like
Just
games
eat some
like
shrooms, you'll be fine.
yeah, games like Super Mario Brothers, Mario Kart, like pretty much Nintendo's got it down.
Yeah.
With like
Party
games
games.
that you can play
let's
forever.
talk about
Well, the
single
puzzle games are
players.
pretty
Single player
non-remembered.
games that are just so replayable.
like Star Fox.
Star Fox, yeah.
Star Fox 64.
That story, because it has actually 2 storylines. Spoiler.
Oh, don't tell anyone.
I know, really.
It's not a thing.
Jeez.
There, another like single player game that you could probably just replay over and over again is it's more modern, Half-Life 2.
Yeah,
Half-Life 2 is one of those games where, it didn't come out, like it was released and it was a classic.
But how do you keep the story fresh? Is like
You could keep it fresh by not having a story, like most RTSs that have stayed around
That's
so
true.
long.
Yeah.
And
But
that brings the other
well,
reason,
StarCraft has a single player.
and that brings
has
the other
a
reason
plot.
why lots of games stay around. Multiplayer on top of lots of single player.
Right.
like Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Smash Brothers if Smash Brothers was a single player game, it would have come out and then would have died. Like now, like in my hallway, we have every night we play the original Super Smash Brothers on Nintendo 64, and it's one of those things where you can come back to it over and over again, and it's simple, but it's just so much fun.
It's the classic kind of counter triangle. This beats this, this beats this, this beats this, and this. But like it's kind of in that rock, paper, scissors when you dress it up more and you kind of add nuances. When you start adding more nuances to the game, like the differences between characters in Super Smash Bros. And the differences between the characters in Super Smash Brothers Brawl is staggering because just the sheer amount of flavors you have with characters.
Well, because the thing they did with Brawl is they did the rock, paper, scissors thing, and then they had Meta Knight, and if you were Meta Knight, you won the match. Like that's pretty much the way it.
But there are other multiplayer games like we said RTSs with StarCraft
And MMOs, some of them have still been out forever and still getting updates like EverQuest.
Right. EverQuest, you said that there was going to be an expansion soon, or it's already out?
I think it was out like in February.
EverQuest, by the way, has been around since
98?
Yeah, 98. Like decades.
Had 2 sequels?
Wow.
Or a sequel.
And it's still getting expansions because people love it.
It's the original EverQuest.
Original EverQuest.
It's not. Did they just completely abandon EverQuest 2?
No, EverQuest 2 is getting stuff too.
Meanwhile,
So I think there's like 10 expansions for each of them at this point.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, thousands of nerds are crying themselves to sleep every night because Star Wars Galaxy got shut down.
Yep.
That was depressing.
Well, because they did such a good job with Old Republic.
Now that is the case of a game that was going on very strongly and staying on track. That was being shut down manually by the developers because they wanted to bump up sales for their new game.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's the whole like everyone sees EA as like this evil like mega corporation, but it's like you see what they've done with stuff like this is kind of going on a tangent, but you've seen stuff that they've done with like BioWare and everything else, where it's like they take great things and they just beat them to death. But
This is why you stay around Valve.
All right, we're digressing.
Yeah.
We should definitely go back to the main point. What essentially makes a game live long? What exactly about Mario makes it such a game that you could just go back and play and pop in the SNES Super Mario All-Stars and play it?
I would say the simplicity of the early games as well as the longevity of the series.
I mean, sorry.
No.
There's been, what, over
I was
100
going
games at
to
this point?
say there's also a thing that you either have to have a plot that's so thick and layered that it would take forever to get through, or none at all. That you know what you're getting into with Super Mario. You're playing Super Mario not because you're going in for a deep plot. Oh, Bowser captured Peach. Now I have to save her. You're going in for the way the game is played and the different platforming levels and the challenge. And then there are games like I would say. Definitely some role-playing games like Knights of the Old Republic. There are 30 different ways of playing those games.
Oh yeah.
And each one of them is different, especially in Deus Ex Human Revolution. That game, you could go through it guns blazing, destroying everyone in your path, or you could go in, not kill a single person except for bosses.
And I think that's another thing that leads to like longevity is games that allow you to not play the same way every single time. Like
Or
there's
have
so many
a different story going through every different time.
like Skyrim, you could play that as like a big axe guy, or you could be a mage, or you could be whatever. You can play, like you said, Deus Ex. You can just sneak around. You can do whatever. Even games like Bioshock. Bioshock, you can just hit everything with your wrench, or you can try different upgrades and stuff.
Yeah.
So essentially, either you have to have no plot, or so much plot that people can't hope to play through the entire game in their whole lives, and simplicity of controls. You can't make it too complex, but you could also make it too complex. There's very many reasons why games last long. Anyway, that's our discussion for today. I'm Nick Lehman,
I'm John Messa.
And I'm Andrew Hubbard.
and don't forget to game on.